to have you here. Thank you, sir. Sorry, I have no business saluting because I don't know how to do it.
It's all good, and I wouldn't correct you anyway.
All right, cool.
And thank you for the music.
Now, if I were to salute you holding a Starbucks, would that be offensive?
Only if you didn't offer it to me afterwards.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, tell us a little bit about Student Veterans of America, who you guys are, how you got involved, how long you've been doing it. Give us the whole...
Sure. Yeah, Student Veterans of America is a national organization. We're headquartered out in Washington, D.C., but we've gotten nationwide coverage. Started in 2008, a group of student veterans created this organization, and there was a need for, back in 2008, there was roughly about 500,000 student veterans in higher education, ballpark. And one of the gaps was finding the resources to help these student veterans in higher education. So Grassroots started out wanting to help and advocate for student veterans. Now, 2014, there's roughly over 1 million student veterans in higher education. We've got over 1,000 chapters nationwide. And the mission of SVA is to advocate for student success in higher education, to include helping them with resources for anything from help with their VA their VA benefits, GI Bill, priority enrollment while they're in class, also preparing them for success beyond education in the areas of employment. So it's networking them with the fields that they want to go into post graduation.
What's your background? Are you a veteran?
I am. I've been I'm still in the reserves. I'm a colonel in the Marines, I think about 26 years now. So, wow, thank you. So even though I still do that, there's still obviously that passion and that tug to help our veteran population. And I do live here in Arizona. I grew up in Arizona, and that's where my draw is. And so I work in D.C., but I also work out of Arizona.
What are some of your hobbies when you're not working with the Student Veterans of America?
Well, I haven't got to the head shaving piece yet, but
there's time.
Yeah, there's always time for that. But one of the things that I've kind of taken up is astrophotography. It's kind of taking pictures of things that are kind of far out there.
Astrophotography.
Yeah. It's while I was some of the things that I dealt with after coming back from my deployments was the night times, and spent a lot of time out in the desert at night. And being from Arizona, I love the nighttime, but I didn't like going out in the desert anymore or being out at night. And so astrophotography kind of helped me with finding something that I could do at night to take my mind off of things. So for me, and for a lot of veterans, I tell them is, find something that you like, a passion, and dig into it, because you've got to find something that that you like, that you enjoy.
What do you think that Arizona on its own, or Mesa maybe, is doing a good job of working with veterans, or is there, obviously there's room for improvement, but how do you think we rank nationally?
Arizona is really far out in front of a lot of other states as far as the things that we do for veterans, the programs, the initiatives, the support we provide. To include Mesa, the city of Mesa, city government is very concerned and wants to be one of the leaders as far as helping and supporting our veteran population. So Arizona, yeah, there's room for improvement. There's a lot of other things that we can do, but there's roughly, the DOD says that between 2012, 2017, there's going to be over 1 million active service members leaving the military over that time period. So that's roughly about 200,000 a year. And they're going to be going to places where, if they don't want to go home to where they grew up or whatever, they're going to go to places where the climate is good, the quality of life is good, veteran friendly, and Arizona is right in the crosshairs. So the veterans are coming, they're here, and they're going to going to continue to come. So Arizona does do a good job. The city of Mesa does a good job. But, you know, there's definitely room for improvement. And so, you know, with veteran employment, you know, another good way that we can all collectively help.
Sure. We've got time if anybody's got any questions. Otherwise, don't make me come up with some stupid question, because I'm more than capable of doing that.
Well, you know, and another thing about the veteran demographics, the student veteran demographics, about 47% are married, and about 47% roughly have kids. So the student veteran demographic, they're not your traditional students because they're a little bit older. They're not your college age students. And so a lot of times they're balancing a family life. You know, maybe they've got 4 kids and they're a single dad. Or, you know, they've got other things going on. So they're not the traditional students that are interested in keg parties and things like that. They want to, and they're using their GI Bill benefits. So they want to get into college and get out because they only have 36 months of GI Bill benefits. So they're finite. So they want to get in, get out, and get a job. And so that student veteran population is very motivated in higher education to move on with their lives.
Well, I don't want to quibble with you, but if I was a single father with 4 kids, I'd be interested in keg parties. That's probably just me.
I think I'd see you there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's where they got the kids from.
Oh, yeah, good point. Anybody have any other questions for Steve? You're doing a great job. I'll ask you what I asked Thomas. If anybody's got any other questions or ways they think they'd like to help out, how should they contact you? Are you going to hang around afterwards?
Yeah, I'm going to hang around afterwards.
Okay.
So, yeah. Do
you have a website or anything?
Yeah, studentveterans.org.
Okay.
And all our information is there. The programs that we do. We've got our list of schools. We've got over 22 student veteran chapters in Arizona. There's roughly about 136 schools, higher education in Arizona. We've got 22 chapters locally. So we're here in Arizona. So all our information's on our website.
Do most veterans, once they're out of the service, do they take advantage of the GI Bill? And
you know, it's funny because I mean, most people know what the GI Bill is about, or the veterans, but they don't always know how to take advantage of it, or sometimes they go to school and they don't know what they want to do, so they utilize the GI Bill and they're as a kind of a lily pad. It's like, oh, hey, I don't know what I want to do, but I don't want to get a job, so I'll go to school, and I don't know what I want to study, but this is just another way of staving off you know, trying to find a job. So some of the things that we do is, you know, ensure that they're getting the right guidance, the right, you know, motivation to take advantage of their GI Bill benefits. And they don't have to use them right away. I mean, you know, you can save them for down the road, and you can pass them on to your kids if you want as well.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. What, since ASU is close by, and it's, I think, the largest university system in the country. Any idea how many veterans attend ASU?
Yeah, there's roughly about 3,000 student veterans throughout all the campuses between Tempe, downtown, ASU West, you know, Polytech. So yeah, there's roughly about there's a little over 3,000 student veterans at ASU, and a lot of those student veterans, 85% of the student veterans at ASU are transfer students. And what that means is that they obviously transferred from someplace else, but most of them transferred from a community college, such as, you know, Mesa Community College or Scottsdale Community College. And community colleges are great for student veterans because it's a warm start for them. They've been out of academia for at least 3 to 4 years. So going to a university can be very overwhelming. It can be, you know, so going to a community college, it's that warm start. It's a little bit more intimate. And so a lot of the ASU student veterans, as well as NAU and U of A, are transfer students.
That's awesome. I'm thinking back to my college days where I had a hard time getting up for an 8:40 in the morning. A veteran's been up for 4 hours by then. So
pretty much. or maybe they've been up for 4 hours because, you know, they were at that keg party.
There's a lifer Marine right there.
Yeah.
I like the way you think. Well, Steve, unless we have any other questions from this fine audience, I'm going to turn you loose, and thank you so much for all you do.
Great. Thank you.
Thanks, Steve. Have a great day, man.